What rhythms and systems do you have in your life? You might say, oh, well, I don't believe in that garbage. I don't believe in rhythms and systems. Well, you don't have to believe in rhythms and systems for you to have them in your life. The question is, do you have positive or negative rhythms? That's the question. And whether you believe in them or not, you benefit from them every single day. The sun comes up and the sun goes down and the moon comes up. We plant seed and it grows, and that turns into a food that we can consume, or a flower that we take pleasure in. It's beauty. Animals have babies, and then we kill the animals and we eat the animals, and that might offend some people, but that's God's good design. So I'm sorry if it offends you. The point being, we all benefit from rhythms and systems. Or it's the opposite. Or we have bad rhythms and systems in our lives, and they cause us harm instead of benefiting us. But that's up to us. That's up to the individual. There are systems and rhythms in place in creation that don't have anything to do with us. You can't make a seed grow. You can plant it. You can plant it in good soil. You can water it, and you can tend the garden, but you can't make it grow. I can't make it grow. We can't make it grow. That's based on a rhythm and a system that God put in place at the beginning of time. But my question is, what rhythm and systems do you have in your life? Because we rise and fall based on our rhythms and systems. You get up in the morning at a certain time. That's a rhythm. That's a system. You brush your teeth. That's a rhythm. That's a system. And our rhythms will either attract or detract people. All right, I'm going to liken this to playing the drums. And I don't really know what I'm doing when I'm playing the drums. But the point being, I can beat on every single drum with the drumstick in my hand, and it can sound absolutely terrible, and it can repel people rather than draw people in. But if you listen to a drummer that knows what they're doing, not only does it draw you in, but you start to move to the beat because the rhythm draws you in. So do the rhythms and systems in your daily life draw people in, or do they repel people? Do they serve you, or do they harm you? Because that's up to you. Nobody can do anything about that except for you, the individual, you and me. I'm in control of the rhythms and systems in my life. And I don't always have good rhythms and systems. My family and I are working on that right now, implementing better rhythms and better systems, because God has a calling on our lives, and that calling involves attracting people so that we can reflect His glory. So what rhythms and systems do you have in your life? Do they help you, or do they harm you? Because it makes a difference, and it's up to you, and only you can change that. So create good rhythms.